Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Penn State Golden Flashes offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it. And he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And that pass picked off. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot, deep in their own end.
So Alabama's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Now on second down. He leaves it with his back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, with a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on that team.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second and 10 after the previous play. Takes the easy one to the back. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Calls his own number. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Getting set for the point out.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something nice in the quarterback. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner goes down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Trying to escape and get it himself. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you're going to fly upfield every single play. We'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Golden Flashes will hustle to the line.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because...
And he breaks into the open. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team. But this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Got enough space. And he's going to take it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit. Just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Looking to throw on third.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looking for a block. It's Perez. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field immediately. They need to put something together.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
On second down, just keeps firing. Got a man, it's Barco. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Perez. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a man. It's Love. Got his man quickly. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable moving the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points down, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Finds a breach at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more in the morning with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Kent State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Look like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the jets, making a big play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still solid. It's such a big play. I mean, they gave him some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Love. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown time!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop on that return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats.
35, Kent State.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Pettis. Tripped up to the tackle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the golden flashes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fights off a defender.
This defense has got to get better at tackling the open field or game tackling, because if you need 34 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Well, you're making a positive out of it. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Unleashes one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
And they can't make the connection on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 11 over UConn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Gets it out quickly. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you've got to find him in the passing.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the Golden Flashes will punt this one away.
Brings up fourth down.
On the return, it's Perez. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. But here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same.
Can anyone catch it? Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Hand off from the shotgun. It's that hole for 4. He gets it out to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Running back searching for a hole.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll keep it on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The golden flashes are flying down the field. Power football with the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback. And they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Makes him talk to the hand. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the golden flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds a man on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football. He wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback got some room, headed to the goal line. He's out of bounds after a big pickup. There's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The golden flashes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, golden flashes.
A nice job on this offense. Put the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They'll go to the counter. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet.
And a nice effort by the running back. A way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes that Alabama offense. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast. Take advantage of the clock, not stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get something.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Love. They're bringing heat. Looking to buy time. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's going to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he missed it. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
56.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires on the run. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll do it himself. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got to go over the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive. In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route, and then throw that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside. The worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback D go in the other direction.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone.
Here we go.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting them on the ground. Now forcing the 4th down, decision time.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A designed run for the quarterback. And stampeding through the defense. Touchdown Tide! And the pummeling has started.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. College football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him throwouts.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
4-2 Spider.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. And the Golden Flash will send out the punt unit. He may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got great speed. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Travis Curry, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. It's complete to the left.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively.
Going to take a shot at this DB. It's complete.
Well, this guy came ready to play today, man. That is an unbelievable diving catch. He has been unstoppable today. Over 100 yards receiving already. Doesn't matter where he lines up. But if you're going to make catches like that, you're going to get a lot of throws coming your way. We've still got a lot of football to go, guys.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this this defense is taking some punches.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's in! Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guys. A lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5.
The return is brought down at the 12. Kent State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the 1st down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. flushed out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Not much room. They pick up a few down to the 28.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away in a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away. Here comes that Alabama offense. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The throw to the outside is complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. Sliding off the defender. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left.
And he runs a quick out. This is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him. Throwing the football, you can tell they've thrown this time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball.
Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you're from. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He makes the connection. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing shots down the field, too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
It's 3rd down.
Ready up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Jackrabbit.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. And you just won't see a more effective the 5-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're just going to see what the offense does on this next one.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Brown will throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either...
He's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And his offense continuing to spin the football. They've continued to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can...
He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They're flying around, they're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going for 6. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
In the end zone.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Ringo. Here we go.
Brown wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Take this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return
return
man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
3:25.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the running back made the catch along the sidelines, but he drifted out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
And defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
The Golden Flashes line up to punt it away.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
We got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. Like, what side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They're trying to get to it. He'll try to do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here in the game.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Nice quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
They've got this game in hand. Maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th inches had they gone for it. This kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job.